When you can design a solar-powered generator in your head in 5 minutes, it's boring AF to have to small talk about the neighbor's poodle. No time to talk, my mind is just beyond your level. Hey everyone, Noble Xenon here and welcome back to another I Am Very Smart video where Redditors and other individuals continue to brag about their intelligence. Let's get started. To be in high school again, that right there is why I left Reddit. I'm a literal genius. Top 2% of my generation, according to federal testing, left high school 2 years early and bright flighted my way into KU's chemical engineering program with an ACT score of 34. I was banned from r/science while citing the NIH. Wow, we have someone who's even too smart for Reddit, but I guess not too smart for Twitter? Tell me, how does that make sense? I'm not ashamed of being intelligent and sophisticated and appreciating an intelligent and sophisticated story. It's all the haters who have brought shame on themselves with their embarrassingly stupid response to this powerful story. The story that only intelligent and sophisticated individuals appreciate? The Last of Us Part 2. This dude was telling me I was wrong over me on a comment I made about SUVs killing pedestrians and why I thought sedans and station wagons were better. What car? If you reading that thing's from Google Wikipedia, now you can't troll me. I literally know everything, and I have a lot of talks with peoples on medias because I am always right. Wanna know why? Not because I love cars and why I am expert, rather because I always talking truth. I would not say something that is not true. Use logic. How small sedan can be safer than SUV. And by the way, we're in 2023, not 90s. Clearly not an expert in spelling, I can tell you that much. So clearly no, you do not know everything. Would you allow a proper Caucasian sir to compliment you? Do you know how cringe that sounds? Given the fact that most men on here disregard a woman's emotional stability and mental comfortability, focusing only on their own selfish fantasies and desires, sending unwarranted photos, and treated women like objects, I would say on the contrary, especially when dealing with a sapiosexual like yourself who is attracted to intelligence and deep thinking and its multiple facets. Normal people don't speak like that, no offense, especially why was it necessary for you to say you're Caucasian? It feels so forced. And asking if you can compliment me, why would you ask? Oh, but that was just answered in the aforementioned reply. And what exactly is normal? Surprised the dude didn't go on a whole philosophical explanation about the word normal there. I can, however, explain why I mentioned Caucasian. I once complimented someone with eloquence, and when it came to pass that I wasn't melanated, she grew aggressive and angered with me that she was misled. Excuse me, what? Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but what does that have to do with me? I'm not trying to be rude here, but the way you speak is just not my vibe. Perhaps then you need to remove the be polite out of your description. Have a phenomenal day. I don't know why, but I imagine this dude is wearing a trilby and calling it a fedora while typing this. And now we have ourselves some Linux cringe. Linux users don't deserve Discord. Not worth it. Average Linux user horizons are wider than you can imagine, and more likely they are more capable. Brother, skull emoji? And such cartographer says, lol, did you get this from r/unpopular opinion post where some guy doesn't like Discord because the installation is a pain in the butt on Linux? And now for this next one, bro, is the thinker. Wow. Yep, but the US GDP was only 57 billion in 1933. 2023 will probably be around 26 trillion. That's a multiple of about 50 times. If I'm thinking about this correctly, then the $1 to 4 cent comparison is actually a net win, because if you reverse it, the 4 cents today would actually equal $2 in 1933. Wait, what? Huh? What kind of logic is this person using here? If you would have asked, would you rather have the equivalent buying power of the USD in 1933 or 2023, the answer would actually be 2023. Stop it, Ryan. Don't be so smart. You stop it. No, you stop it. No, you stop it. No, you stop it. Fine, I'll stop it. I know my brain works different. Shrugging emoji. I am cringing just reading that last bit. Like, why was this necessary in your tweet? Bro's brain is just built different. What can I say? And Trollygag says, I like to imagine he was spanking himself when he said that last bit. His brain probably runs on ego fuel. You know, this is something only the highest IQ intellectuals are capable of. And now we go to Discord for this next one. If you liked Barbie, you have a room temperature IQ, apparently. Watch the Barbie movie. Not gonna lie, it was cheeks. Ryan Gosling was okay, but the movie itself was cringe and a snooze fest. Just not intellectually stimulating enough for this Discord individual, I guess. People gotta have a room temperature IQ to enjoy it, what can I say? Hey, if you're enjoying this video, then why not like, subscribe, and hit the little notification bell? Meanwhile, back on Twitter, while we peasants were merely thinking, this genius was thinking in lines and structures. Yo, WTF, just saw a stat that said only 30 to 50% of people have an internal dialogue. There's really 50% plus of the population out there walking around with nothing going on in their head? Everything is starting to make so much more sense. Meanwhile, this intellectual replies, I have basically no inner dialogue. I think in concepts. Previous studies overarching results, the feet in front of me and my immediate surroundings. There is no room for words. Wait, so how does you thinking in concepts present itself in the world? Like, what situation? Why, of course, walking in the woods, identifying trees, bushes, watching for snakes, making subconscious lines to and from the vehicle, examining the previous landscape usage, making determinations on the historical adverse impacts on streams, identifying aquatic organisms, observing the benthos of the stream, all kinds of stuff at once. That is quite a lot to think about there. But just because you don't have an internal dialogue doesn't mean you're thinking about literally nothing. There are other ways to think. And now relationships are hard when OP makes everyone else feel stupid. People say I make them feel stupid. Over the years, people have told me I made them feel stupid, especially when it comes to girls I date. I don't try and make myself seem smart, but usually when debating or having a conversation, if I question or challenge their views or opinions, they get very defensive and say I make them feel dumb. It really hinders my dating life. What do? I don't want to dumb myself down for the sake of love, but it damn near seems like my only solution. Even the girl I'm talking to now, who went to a college I wouldn't even dream of, got mad at me and said I made her feel stupid. I'm lost and don't know what to do. And someone replies, I think you might be confusing you making people feel stupid with treating people as if they were stupid. Nobody likes that. Remember that people are allowed to have opinions you do not share. Or maybe dude is constantly turning regular conversations into debates, which, yeah, people are gonna get uncomfortable by that. And now, how do you even function with a low IQ? People of normal intelligence, how? A question I've wanted a large group base to consider for a while. People of average intelligence, I'm talking basic, IQ less than 110, difficulty in school, no college or liberal arts college, etc. How do you get through life? The internet makes it pretty obvious that most of you just walk through the world consuming with no idea how things even work. Is it just easier that way? Like it's just find a mate, kids, work, and just kill time until death? It's frustrating to me what I hear and read. Just the absolute obvious incorrectness. Stuff that could be solved by a simple Google search. You all are so strong and sure of yourselves, while saying complete nonsense. That again can be backed up with the simplest of research. I just never got it. How are you okay like this? How could you live life without constantly thinking of intellectual concepts? It is all just so boring. This next one claims to have taken all AP classes in kindergarten. What? I was an extraordinary child myself. In medical school now, I took all AP classes since kindergarten, spelled with a D, and never told anyone because I was afraid of being labeled a freak. Looking back, I see how much they never deserved my friendship in the first place, and I wish I would have been honest. And Boomer XL says, AP Shapes and Colors, AP Nursery Rhymes, AP Nap Time. Hey, why not add AP ABCs, AP Numbers, and the most difficult of them all, AP Finger Painting. It friggin' wrecked, fraggity frick. More Discord? I don't understand Discord at times, but on an intellectual scale, I guess, but it's because you need to genuinely be smart and comprehend what all of it entails, which I find particularly boring. That's why I don't be choosing shit like electromagnetic manipulation. Wait, so are you saying you're smart or not? I'm just about as confused as the OP here. Rich's mind is marked safe from needless exposure to the Barbie movie. Read a banned book instead. It's okay to just say that it doesn't appeal to you. No need for this thinking you're somehow superior for not watching it. This next one was also posted in r/whoosh. Observation: I've never broken a bone. Hypothesis: I'm boneless. Data: I appear to have broken at least 2 bones in my foot slipping on the ice. Conclusion: I have at least 2 bones. Strong evidence suggests the possibility of a third one. Meanwhile, this anonymous individual replies, uneducated people like you are the reason why there's so many science deniers in the world. You have 206 bones in your body. Maybe you'd know that if you had more than a 4th grade education. Excuse me? I'm an astrophysicist. What do you mean uneducated? And now we have an expert level genius over here, truly an intellectual, commenting on a cat video. The cat is certainly not playing that instrument and producing the music which we hear. At the very least, can we all agree that the photo is not moving, and it is unlikely that the cat would be able to play the instrument at all, given that a human is required to just hold it up? Nonetheless, I enjoy the image of the cat with the instrument, and I find it funny and charming. The accompanying music is also very nice for listening. However, the title of this so-called video is misleading, so I cannot in good conscience activate the like button. No, pressing or clicking the like button is not good enough. You have to activate it. But let's ask ourselves, was this explanation really needed? This next one took a logic class, so they must be the epitome of logic. That's correct though. It follows logically. You buying games digitally is 100% a breach of freedom. You're buying nothing and pretending you're buying something. You're not convincing me of anything, because I know I'm right in this matter. I've taken formal logic courses and I'm a Linux user. Please learn what you're talking about, miss. I don't know what logic class this person took. Just because a game is digital doesn't mean it's nothing. You still get to play the game and enjoy it, which is certainly something. And found this one on Roll20 while looking for a game. Love the sarcasm from the reply. I am being serious. None of you are intelligent enough to understand why you're stupid. Usually I'm memeing or injecting a little bit of irony for fun, but there is no irony here. All of you, with 1 or 2 exceptions, have little more than a thimbleful of political credibility, and it stems from your complete inability to think through or research your points beyond coming to a conclusion spoon-fed to you by the culture around you since birth. None of you have the intellectual capacity to question the world around you, and at least half of you don't even have the potential to develop it. Okay then, remind me not to play with you then. Wow, you are so smart. I want to be just like you when I grow up. Truly some of the most brilliant individuals of our time. So, I'd like to thank all of my channel members, especially Amethyst Phoenix, Crantus McBiscuitbowl, Dark Garden, Jade Demby, Catalan Cormendi, Mike Hawk, Hold Up, Nightcrawler, Stormcloud the Wolf, Vicmeister1999, Zoe Horsham, and Miranda. You can join in the link below, and if you enjoyed it, feel free to like, subscribe, and hit the little notification bell, and comment what's on your mind.